These are the 10 most liked players from the Internet Invitational. And let me know if you agree. And I'm not going to talk about the most disliked players, but if you want to comment in the comment section down below, I can't stop you. You're free to do what you want to do, but I want to talk about the 10 that I think, for me, that I liked, that came across the most likable. Okay? That's fair. All right. So we'll get into this. Just a couple of things that I think need to be addressed. One is this. There is a lot of swearing in the video. And for the most part, the people who swear a lot on their own channels and their own content are the ones doing that here. So they're kind of remaining true to themselves. It does make it difficult for those who have kids or you just don't want to hear that. It's difficult to watch because it's not just when you're upset. It's almost as if it's just, oh, I hit the bleeping fairway. Oh, I hit it's every other word. So that makes it challenging. And also what I found a little weird was that there's players who don't do any swearing on their own channel, and yet they're just the gloves are off in this content. So it's a little bit disjointing for me because I'm like, wait, you don't did it, and here you are there. And so I'm like, who are you? I guess there could be a lot of that going on. I just want you to be real all the time, whether you do it or you don't. I don't care. You do you. But I just don't like it to be one thing and then another. So there's that. And then also, I want to address this. There's a graphic on the screen. I love it, right? I'll put it up here. All I want is this. Can you add a little box just around on that graphic? When we're on those players, just put the box around them to highlight that that's who we're currently watching. Because I know it's up in the other part of the screen too at that time, but when I'm looking to see where you're at, I just kind of naturally go there, and that'd be cool. I don't know. If we could do something there to help, I think that'd be cool. Maybe you let me know if you like that or not. I don't know. All right. That's about it. Other than that, I'm loving it. The episode 1 has over 4 million views already. It already outperformed a typical Sunday on the PGA Tour. And episode 2, about 2 million as the time of recording this, roughly almost there. So these things are crushing it. We'll see if episode 3 continues to get in the multi-million view category. But I would imagine as the interest goes up and players get eliminated, you're going to have a little bit of fall off, but a little bit of heightened interest as well to see who ultimately comes through as a champion. That being said, I'm going through my top 10 most likable competitors here at the Internet Invitational. I'm going to start with number 10, and then number 1 for me is the most likable for me. And then you let me know if you agree. And then also, if you could, I'm doing some just analytic research of when you comment, if you could, for the most part, I know you're all men, but if you're a woman, maybe indicate that as well. I'm looking for your age, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like this content in its current form? So 10 would be the ultimate, it's epic, wouldn't change a thing, and 1 is it's horrible, I can't stand it. So age and 1 through 10. That would help. That way we know we're just trying to, and the people that read it, even those involved in Barstool and Bob to Sports, if they're reading these comments, which they probably are, or somebody from their team is, they'll have a good indication of the age demographic, how you respond to this type of content. All right, thank you. Here we go. So what we have is number 10 on my list as most likable. This was surprising to me because I've actually done video with this person and they were great. They're, real likable person, but they do their own content and I'm not a fan. It's just not my thing, so I don't really tune in too much. But in this format, I really liked her. That's Claire Hogle. So good job. She came across to me real likable in this format. So I had to say it. I had to say, man, she's great in this collaboration style. Number 9 for me was a man who has been in other stuff. He's not necessarily a golfer, but he golfs and he's funny. Andrew Santino. Again, he's been in other stuff, and I was like, I don't know if he fits there, but he seems to fit here, and I don't know what the difference is. I can't really put my finger on it, but maybe there's just more people. He's more, so there's a lot more people for him to kind of engage with, so I did like that. So he's number 9 on the most likable list for me. Number 8 is somebody I've also played with in the past, always a good dude. You're not going to not like this guy if you're around him at all. And I really like him in this collaboration format, and that's Josh Kelly, Hole-in-One Trick Shots. So for me, number 8 on my list. Number 7 for me was a surprise because I wasn't really a fan. Like, I'm a fan for some things, for certain things he does, and then in the golf space, I just haven't really connected with him. And that was John Gruden, number 7. And I really specifically want to point out, I liked him best. And he got on this list because of his motivational speech he did with his team. I felt like, oh my gosh, of all the people to motivate and rally behind the Luke Kwan incident, John Gruden was the ultimate guy to do a motivational speech. And he knocked it out of the ballpark. For me, that is why he was number 7 on my most likable list. Now, Luke Kwan unfortunately spoke after Gruden's speech. So I don't know why. Sometimes not saying anything is the right answer. And he chose to then speak. You can't do that. Just FYI. No, Luke is not on my list of most likable. You would imagine why. I normally think Luke's a pretty likable guy, but he didn't make the top 10 on my list of most likable. So just so you know. Number 6, though, on my list was his partner round 1 PFT. I'm not familiar with this guy really at all, but I thought how he handled the Luke Kwan situation was top shelf, world class, A+, great job, PFT. And then I even liked him more when he partnered up with Nate Shot for round 2 or the back 9. And I thought, man, those two guys, for being really thrown to the wolves, they not only held their own, they just were like, hey, we're not going to lay down and let you devour us. We are going to give our all. And the two of those guys playing golf together and their little idiosyncrasies that they're doing, how they're helping each other and holding their own against Kyle Berkshire, Gabby Golf Girl, like that they were very endearing. So PFT, great job. Number 6 on my list of most likable. And honorable mention to Nate Shot, who's not on my list, but I'm going to include you there with PFT and kind of throw you in as a team tandem number 6. So fantastic. Number 5, top 5, here we go, of my most likable here. No surprise, this person's always likable everywhere they go and every scenario, and that's Fat Perez. Just a solid dude, plays good golf, fun. You're never going to be around this guy and not have a smile on your face. But it's just one of those dudes. So I found myself, like, every time he showed up, I was like, oh, there's like my old friend. Even like I met him a couple times, but he's just always like a solid, fun person. Like, if you're in a bad mood around Fat Perez, you got problems. It ain't him. All right, number 4. And it's kind of a tandem again, and that's DOD King and Sarah Winter. I thought, first off, I know Carter. We filmed together. Saw one of the most genuine people you'll ever meet, ever. Like, just one of those guys. Really caring, respectful, honoring. And then on camera, he's got this bigger than life personality. And that's kind of who he is as well. Like, so I love that. Now, they had an interaction day 1, where he called Sarah sweetheart. She's like, don't call me sweetheart. And you're like, ooh, like, this could get uncomfortable. No, it didn't. So that's why he's that team really DOD, and they're number 4 on my list, is because that could affect some people. That could affect team dynamic, but not only did it not affect them, it drew them closer together. So I appreciate Sarah saying, hey, don't do that. And he didn't. And they honored each other, and they were an awesome team together, and they were a lot of fun. Whether you like the cocky, arrogant persona from DOD or not, that's up to you. You let me know what you think about that. But I felt like, again, I was excited to see him and her together competing. So that was number 4 on my list. Number 3, again, no surprise. This person's always fun to be around, fun to talk to, super funny, great sense of humor, kind of my kind of sense of humor, this dry, witty, intelligent sense of humor. Peter Finch, just a solid, fun person. Again, you're not going to be in a bad mood around Peter Finch. And if you are, then you got to check yourself, because it's not Peter's fault. It's, you got to know where to look but the mirror. So number 3 on the list, top two. Number 2, I was, it's not a surprise, but I'll tell you what, the more I see Robbie Berger, Bob, like not just solo, but when he's with other people, he's just got this, the way he engages with other people is next level. You could learn it. It's like bred into you. This comes from his parents, his upbringing, his surroundings, where he's from, the culture. Like it's all, you can't like manufacture that somewhere in a laboratory and try to do it. When he is talking to somebody, you can just genuinely see in him that he's interested in you and cares about you, and like will pick out really specific things about you and mention that or have a conversation around that. So in other words, he listens, he pays attention, he's aware and attentive to other people, and he's not so self-consumed. At least that's how he comes across in the video to me. So I was like, okay, he's already likable, but when he's engaging with other people, and there's one in particular that I thought was just a whole nother level. And we'll get to that one in a second, because that's my number 1. But the way he engages is, to me, why he really goes from, likable to number 2 on my most likable out of all the 48. Number 1, though, I was surprised. Now, let's be real here, okay? Let's be adults. When I first saw this person kind of come on the scene, I was like, is it a gimmick? I just got to say it. Like, is it a gimmick? Like, what's going on? But the thing is, he came on the scene with Josh Kelly. And Josh Kelly was like, this guy's my best friend. And I was like, if Josh Kelly says that about somebody, and I have spent a little bit of time with Josh Kelly, I'm like, I'm gonna believe Josh Kelly to be authentic and honest. And then I'm not going to second guess him. And number 1 on my list, you got is Chaz Bowker. And the dude is just, first off, his golf game, he'll beat almost anybody out there. So he's by far he's no gimmick at all. He's not only a real deal golfer, this was really the first time I got to see him like in a longer format. And I was like, man, I want to go hang out with this dude, because he seems like the real cool deal. And I was like, it's attractive. Like it's magnetic is what I will say. He's got a magnetic personality that you're like, I feel like if we were in the room, I would be like, I got to go hang out with that guy, because he can make me a better person by being around, because I want to pick up whatever he's got. Like I want some of that in my own like persona, because it's just one of those things you're like, what is that? I want that, because that is an infectious, contagious energy that it makes you like ultimate level of likability. So that's my top 10 of the most likable players from the Internet Invitational. I'd love to know yours, and I'm sure you're going to say who you don't like, because there's plenty of that to pick out as well, which makes this whole thing the hit sensation that it is, because there's a lot of bit of everything. And thank you so much for your comments in the comment section. They are, I mean, I read them all. There's like 1,000 from the last one. I go through them all. I'm like, I can't respond to everyone, but I'm reading them all. I'm like, holy cow, you guys nonstop. Appreciate you. Peace. See you soon.